Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the best Hog Rider deck in Clash Royale. I asked the #1 Hog Rider player in the entire game what the best deck was, and Ian77 said it was definitely this one. Using Phoenix and Archer Queen on offense with the Hog Rider so you can go invisible and spawn multiple Phoenixes keeps your opponent's elixir low so you can slip through with Hog Riders and find damage in situations that should never be possible. The 4 Goblin group are the new Skeletons. They're phenomenal at shutting down graveyards, miners, or any bridge spam your opponent tries to throw at you. When they can't break through your cannon and Ice Spirit cheap defenses, they're going to throw their hands up in the air saying life isn't fair. If you don't have Phoenix, you can run Giant Skeleton as a huge tank. And if you haven't unlocked Archer Queen, make sure to use Musketeer. Let's go jump straight into some games to put the best deck to the test and see why it's a step above the rest. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Hey, we got a game against Pedrito. So looking at this guy's banner, he is a serious player. So I got to focus up if I have any hopes of winning. And maybe we need a really good start. So Hog Rider, please bless us with some damage. Not that. Not that. Activating King Tower right out of the jump for our opponent feels horrible. I'm going to go for an Archer Queen here, and I don't even have Ice Spirit to distract the Fisher Boy, so we'll have to wait and see what we can do. I think it's going to be a Royal Giant deck when we see Royal Ghost and also the Fisherman at the start. I don't think there's many deck card combinations that have that type of card order. So he's going to log. I think that my Archer Queen just dies. The good thing about Goblins is after the buff, it's so easy to surround stuff like Royal Ghosts, even like Dark Princes and Wizards you can surround with Goblins now, and it feels fantastic. Okay, so there's the RG. A lot of people don't do this, but you can pull the Royal Giant extremely far with your cannon. And if you don't do this, well, you're really not maximizing the amount of damage that you can get. We're going to go in for a log so we can finish off the Royal Giant, and then I can get Goblins fully to surround and counter the Royal Ghost. So that defense was exceptionally clean, and as you guys can see, those Goblins are mean. Maybe I can go in for a Hog Rider in the left-hand side, but it's a little bit risky for us to do that when we know he's got Fisherman, so probably want to go for like an Ice Spirit with it. Also, typically don't like going same side as our opponent with Royal Giant because a lot of times what will happen is they'll just counter it and then, you know, they'll go and drop some other spam. That will be very obnoxious. Hopefully his Fisherman targets the Ice Spirit, so that's why we dropped our Ice Spirit with the Hog Rider. He's going to Fireball, but that's not going to be enough. Ooh, that's a lot of Hog Rider damage. I'll take it. I can go in for an Archer Queen because he doesn't have Fireball and Cycle, but he's probably going to go for a Fisherman. I don't know. I just want to Archer Queen at the river and see what we can do. If I log, that's not going to give me that much. Okay, Hunter is going to die for sure. Oh, wait, what? I thought I got the ability down. Well, that went invisible, but not the way I wanted. All right, whatever. I'm going to go in for the Phoenix, and maybe we can go in for, like, Earthquake, potentially? Yeah, I think we got an Earthquake on that so we can get some damage on the Zappies. Not a good spot for us to be in. I feel like that could have went so much better. So I'm going to log here, and then I'm going to go in for Goblins afterward because it was pretty easy for him to, like, pre-log since he saw that I was going to do that last time. You want to switch up your counters, otherwise you're too predictable for opponents. We're going to go in for an Archer Queen here so then we can actually kill the annoying Hunter Boy. And then I can go in for a Hog Rider. It's going to get pulled closer to the towers, so that's good. I'll take that. I mean, any day of the week that you want to give me that, I'll do it all day, every day, man. He's going to Fireball. Looks like everything's just going to die for us, which is fine. I can get Goblins down to counter the rest of the Royal Ghost. And then I can go in for a Hog Rider here. Oh, that Phoenix is not going to get resurrected, but it's fine. It's okay. It's calculated, guys. We're going to log here to disrupt the Hunter so it doesn't get that shot, and maybe it targets the Goblins instead. Wait, this is going really, really well for me. I'm going to go for an Archer Queen, and then I think I can go for an Ice Spirit as well, so the Hunter targets that, so then the Hunter is definitely going to die. And I can get a cannon down in a really good spot to counter the Royal Giant. A lot of people don't do this, but you can Earthquake, and then you can log to kill Zappies, and it will also bounce back the Royal Giant so it'll get less damage. I can get back to another cannon too, which is probably my favorite part about this deck, is the quick card cycle. I'm going to Phoenix off to the side so then he can't do as much damage as he's hoping for. And if he Fireballs, he's not able to hit that. Yo, those Goblins are putting in work! He played that so well, but it still wasn't good enough. Guys, I think I can go for a Hog Rider and an Ice Spirit, and if he goes in for a Fisherman, it's going to lock onto the Ice Spirit instead. Please, no. Wait, what? Oh, wait, that was so close to getting us a hit. Not quite enough, but it was still pretty good. This guy is really, really talented. He's making me stress and play my absolute best Clash Royale right now. We're going for a Phoenix here, and I need to log, so then he's able to get less damage. I'm going to Ice Spirit as well. I'm expecting him to pre-log, so I didn't want to go for Goblins. I should drop my Ice Spirit a little bit further away so he wasn't able to hit it. Super, super talented player, though. Ooh, all right. I need a Hog Rider. I think that the Phoenix is going to die and not going to give us anything. He's just going to drop it in the middle so he can full counter with, like, just the Fisherman and then another unit. Wait, he didn't full counter. He had to drop, like, a Royal Ghost, and it was really close. All right, so an Archer Queen here. I'm going to just use units instead because he's trying to bait out my cannon so then he can cycle multiple Royal Giants, and I don't want to mess with that. I'm going to go in for Goblins here. I'm going to go for a Hog Rider. I think that's good because we're not going to take too much damage on that side. it's going to be like relatively even now. If the goblins lock onto the tower instead of the Royal Ghost, that would be incredible. It didn't necessarily work out. All right, we're going to go in for a cannon here. I'm going to click the Royal, or the Archer Queen ability. I'm going to go for a Hog Rider as well. We're going to go goblins. We're going to go for an Earthquake. And we're trying to keep up the aggression here. I just need to spam like a savage. If we can get a little bit more damage, just a little bit more love, we will win this game. Okay, so I'm going to Hog Rider. If we can get a Ice Spirit down, that would be incredible. Yeah, we're going to Ice Spirit on top of the Electric Spirit. I'm going to go Goblins, and I'm going to Log. And then I think I can get back to a cannon, so then the Royal Giant targets that. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. We're just going to Earthquake here, and then I can go in for a Goblins afterward, and then Log, and then get back to another cannon with 6 seconds remaining. I think we walk with a win. This is way closer than I wanted it to be, actually. I don't know. Oh my gosh! The games today are unreal. Way too close. And that's exactly the way we like it. Keeping me on the edge of my seat the entire way, that was exhilarating, especially playing against that good of a player. I just beat someone that finished 23 in the world in a Royale tournament. And his legacy best was well over 8,000 trophies at 381 in the world. Beating someone that good feels so freaking good. All right, we got another one here. So first things first, I'm just going to go for the Ice Spirit and see if we can shake some things up with our Earthquake deck. I want him to spend more elixir than the Ice Spirit is worth, and that's exactly what we were able to accomplish. Mr. Monkman, 4 elixir right down the drain. That's not going to give you value into my Phoenix. You might click the Monk ability. You might get like 150 damage on my tower, but that's all you're going to get. Okay, so he's got Bandit with Monk. That makes me feel like he's just going to have a sadistic bridge spam deck. And whenever we play against bridge spam decks, it's pretty important that we win the battles at the river. So I'm going to go for my Archer Queen here. I think with my Goblins, I will be able to win that battle. And then I want to keep the Phoenix alive, hopefully. I'm not going to click the Archer Queen invisibility just yet because I want the Archer Queen to be tanking for the Phoenix Egg. Oh, that didn't work out. Wait, I can activate King Tower with the Mega Knight, so I'm going to go in for a cannon here. I'm going to Ice Spirit right after. So this should work out. I think that we're chilling. So we're going to go Ice Spirit, pull the Mega Knight to the middle. And if you guys haven't done that before, that's how you counter Mega Knight. For only 4 elixir, you get a King Tower activation and you make them a sad Sir. Because now every single offense that they do, it's just going to be way harder for them to break through. Okay, another Monk. Oh, wait. That shouldn't have happened. The Goblins just found their way onto the tower. I don't understand. Oh, you can Hog Rider here, and it pulls the Bandit the other side, and it full counters the Bandit if both towers are targeting the Bandit. So very cool feature for you guys to do if you guys don't do that. I am going to go in for a cannon here just so I'm able to kill the rest of the Bandit and make sure that it doesn't dash on my tower. What is happening right now? Did you just ignore? Did you forget there was a Hog Rider on your tower? Oh my gosh. Dude, what are you doing? I'm so confused by these players. They're dropping like Phoenixes at the river. They're spamming like a savage. And I gotta be honest with you guys right now. I'm pretty sure that was not the right play for our homie. He is 1,000,000% about to Mega Knight me though. I need to go and click the Archer Queen ability so it doesn't get deleted by a Mega Knight. Okay. It's gonna kill that. And then you're gonna Mega Knight afterward. No, why are you monkeying? He didn't have enough elixir. If he didn't go in for the Monk, he would have lost his tower, so he wasn't able to afford the Mega Knight. And now it's double elixir, so he's going to do that in like 2 seconds. So let's go for a Hog Rider. Wait, that was so good. We were with a body block. I was predicting him to Mega Knight, so I went for the Hog Rider because I wanted to keep my Phoenix alive a little bit longer so that it just didn't die to the tower. But in reality, I won the bridge battle because of that. Wait, I can go for another Archer Queen here so that I can guarantee that we kill the Phoenix, and then he's going to go Mega Knight, and that's fine. But we can kill the Phoenix Egg first. Let's go. That was humongous. And then I can go for a Hog Rider so the Mega Knight targets that instead of my Archer Queen. And then I can maybe even go for an Earthquake depending on what he does. Dude, I think he's rattled. With 30 seconds remaining, despite having a Phoenix, Mega Knight, spam deck, he left the game and is in so much shame. And you know what, dude? I feel like that's why this is the best Hog Rider deck in the game. It destroys all the skillless bridge spam decks with Phoenix and Mega Knight. And this guy had them both together in the same deck so we could smack them all at once. All right, so jumping into this one. Whenever I see a Heal Spirit, I am getting suspicious. I think my opponent's probably going to have, yeah. Before even I was able to finish my sentence, he whips out the dreaded Elixir Golem. So in this type of matchup, it's extremely important that you know the correct cannon placements to pull that Elixir Golem as far as possible. Very bad that I cycle my Archer Queen early, but what can you do? Sometimes you just don't get the most optimal cycle at the start. So I'm going to go in for the cannon here. I'm going to be able to pull the Elixir Golem blobs pretty far. I'm going to go in for Goblins as well so we can pull everything to the middle and then make sure that he can't get directly on my tower. So that cannon, Ice Spirit, is going to come up so clutch. And I think I can get back to another Archer Queen in the middle so then the Battle Healer doesn't heal anything up. And then activate King Tower immediately after with the Archer Queen and then go and click the invisibility. Oh, that would have been so fire if that worked out as well as we wanted to. It's still fine. He's not going to be able to take me out, but That would have been incredible if the Archer Queen didn't get hit by the egg. The Electro Dragon was able to chain onto the egg, hit my Archer Queen, and then do extra damage to the Archer Queen and finish her off when she was invisible. So that was unfortunate, but it is what it is. We have to gear up for another solid defense here because you guys already know. These people that run Elixir Golem, they only know one thing, and it is pure spam all the time. So I'm going to go in for another cannon here. I'm going to try to pull that as far as I possibly can, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe you guys didn't know this. Maybe you did. I don't know. But always try to go in for your Archer Queen off to the side like that, so then you can destroy the bird a little bit faster, and then the battle healer can't heal it up. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the battle healer was literally not able to heal up anything of value. The Elixir Golem was already damaged down by the cannon, and then, you know, the bird and all the other stuff that was going off to the right, well, it was out of sight of the heal, so that was pretty good for us. I can go for a Night Spirit here. I'm going to expect him to go in for a Battle Healer or an Electro Dragon. It wouldn't make that much sense for him to go for an Electro Dragon, but he is an Elixir Golem player, so you never know. Yo, I think the Archer Queen's going to melt the tower and hopefully melt his dreams. Okay, one more shot, one more shot, one more shot. No? Come on, man. I deserve that tower. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to go for another Phoenix here, and I think I can go Hog Rider and Goblins in left-hand lane. There's no doubt in my mind that this guy is about to go all in with right now because he dropped a level 15 Battle Healer. He has mirrored it up, and he is ready to roll. So just going to do the exact same cannon placement that I did last time. I'm going to make sure that he's not able to get too much value here. I want to go in for an Ice Spirit, and then I think we should be able to like log, and then Ice Spirit, and then go in Goblins, and then go in for 2 cannons. Just want to make sure that the Electro Dragon doesn't give him too much value here. I'm going to log on the Elixir Golem blobs, Ice Spirit here. Even if he takes a tower, it's not that bad for me. Will he be able to take a tower, though? That's the real question. I think so if I don't get a Phoenix down. Okay, so yeah, I did get the Phoenix down. I still lost my tower. But it's all good. You guys know what's happening. If I log the tower with 12 seconds remaining, he can't take anything else. So GG, well played and peace out, buddy. It was a pleasure taking all of your towers and asserting an ineffable amount of dominance. As you guys can see, if you play against Elixir Golem and you know your cannon placements, the defense is incredibly easy. All right, we got to get me against Mr. Gabriel. So I'm just going to whip out the Hog Rider and pray that my opponent doesn't have a building tornado or a Fisher Boy. And he's going to tornado for sure. And whenever someone waits that long, I can say with almost 100% certainty that that Hog Rider is going to get whisked away straight towards the King Tower. If we get an Ice Spirit on the tower, that's going to be like 150 damage, so that's pretty good. Okay, Flying Machine, interestingly enough, I think it's better for us to go for the Archer Queen immediately on top of it because the Archer Queen isn't going to get distracted as much, and it's got the 1 Elixir overpowered ability. Whereas the Phoenix, you kind of want to get it to get supported by a Hog Rider so you can get more value. Always drop your Goblins in the inside corner closer to the river, and that will give you 1 extra hit. If you drop on the outside corner, then you're going to get 1 less hit. So he's going to go for another Hog Rider of his own. Huh. I guess we're all whipping out Hog Riders at each other. So I can Earthquake here since the Goblin isn't going to give us any damage. It's kind of important for us to just get some Spell Cycle Chip because he's already activated King Tower, so we need to get a huge lead in single elixir, especially if he's going to have a Rocket deck, if I had to guess. So I'm going to go for another Ice Spirit and try to get some damage. Wait, he's got P.E.K.K.A? I'm so confused. The best thing about Phoenix in these type of matchups against Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A players is they can't shoot up. No matter how hard that P.E.K.K.A wants to try, she cannot throw her sword in the sky. And I can just go in for the Phoenix in the back and see what he's going to do. I think he's going to hog. If he Fly Machines, I think that would be pretty interesting. We can go in for Goblins here and then just go in for the Archer Queen and melt everything quite quickly. So it's nice for us to do this. I wanted to keep the Phoenix alive, so that's why I dropped the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, how? It was targeting my Phoenix, but it didn't kill my Phoenix. That made no sense. That was crazy. The Flying Machine just doesn't shoot fast enough, apparently. I was like, wait, I really wish that was targeting my Archer Queen, but then in reality, it would have been way worse for me if it was. So I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit here. We're going to wait for that duration to finish, and then I'm going to go in for the Phoenix here so then the Executioner doesn't execute my tower. Pretty nice stuff. I think I can go for Goblins as well. And since he's got a peculiar P.E.K.K.A Hog Rider deck, and we're up a lot, maybe we can begin to just cycle Hog Riders like a madman. Especially with the Goblins tanking for the Phoenix egg. Maybe the Phoenix can respawn? No, it's not going to happen. Wait, what? A second time in a row? No way. That's insane. I was straight up flabbergasted by the fact that this is working so well. He might Fireball on everything, which is totally fine. I kind of predicted that to happen, so I don't want to spend any extra elixir with Goblins to try to predict our Hog Rider counters for no reason. Like, why would I go and drop stuff on the Cannon or the Archer Queen when they're just going to die to the Fireball? So I'm going to go in for a Hog Rider here. He's probably going to go in for a P.E.K.K.A if I had to guess, and I think the Goblins are going to distract the P.E.K.K.A. Notice how the P.E.K.K.A is targeting the first Goblin for a while. We can get another Hog Rider shot. Wait, guys, we haven't taken any damage. Is there a chance in heck that I win this game without taking any damage? I think there is. I don't want to jinx us right now, but if I cycle back to a couple more, we can make this work. So I'm going to go in for like a cannon here and then go in for goblins. Ice Spirit. No, he's going to get some damage. That's so unfortunate, guys. But I think we do win with this Earthquake unless I'm insane. Does Earthquake not do that much? Oh, it does. Okay, I was like, I know Earthquake got nerfed, but I don't think it got nerfed to the point that it does under that amount of damage. Hilarious game with Phoenix resurrecting multiple times, and I gotta say that I just don't even feel the nerf to Phoenix. It is by far the best card in the game, and that's why we're running it with Hog Rider. Even though my opponent had P.E.K.K.A. and Tornado for Hog Rider and Executioner for Phoenix, the game still felt pretty easy. Jumping into this one, another top ladder player. Looking at the banner, he had a couple top ladder finishes at like 500 and 200 in the world. So I gotta focus up here. Maybe we can get a good game if I play well enough. So I'm going to go in for a Phoenix in the back, and I don't know. After we see Fireball and Miner, I think it might be like a Lava Hound deck if I had to guess. There's also a chance that it's just going to be something that's very peculiar that I've never played against before. I'm going to Hog Rider into this because we want to keep the Phoenix a little bit healthier, maybe get some more value. We'll have to wait and see. I hate the fact that he's good enough to drop the Dark Goblin in a spot that I can't log. That is so triggering. I don't get any value there at all. Okay, so we're going to wait the last possible second, then we're going to log, and I think we kill the Skeleton King, and then I can Earthquake on top of the mortar. So I should be fine here. I'm just going to Ice Spirit in case he decides to go for any stupid shenanigans, fireballing on top of my cannon, and then having the mortar retarget on my tower. Just didn't want to deal with that today. Also, Miner gets fully countered by the goblins every time. The only time it doesn't is if I miss it. So, you know, you guys saw an extraordinarily unlikely situation there. You just drop your goblins in the back, you're going to be able to counter it 9 times out of 10. So I'm going to go for a hog so the Dark Goblin dies to my tower. And I think he's going to go for a mortar. Maybe he goes in for, yeah, I was going to say Skeleton Army. It was on the tip of my tongue, and it tipped the odds in his favor, getting the Skeleton Army down just a little bit faster than I was able to speak. Maybe we can go in for a Phoenix in the back. I think he's going to go in for a mortar, so we can go for a cannon on top of that. Or we can go Archer Queen. Doesn't really matter that much. The best thing about Archer Queen is it can completely kill the mortar, and then we can go Ice Spirit if we want to go invisible, so then the mortar goes and targets the Ice Spirit and just whiffs. Notice how the mortar just doesn't shoot anything. And he's going to lose his Phoenix on our side, so ours gets resurrected and his doesn't. He's going to kill the Archer Queen, maybe. Oh my gosh, it doesn't die. Dude, the Archer Queen's alive at literally 0 HP. 0 HP in one dream. The best thing about that is, I guess, Fireball plus Log doesn't kill Archer Queen. Barbarrel plus Poison does not kill Archer Queen. The only thing that kills Archer Queen is Poison plus Log. Just keep that in mind in case you don't know. Now you know. Oh, wait, did that? Okay, I thought that locked onto my tower for a second, but I saw that the goblins were getting deleted. I'm like, okay, thank goodness. I'm sorry, goblins. Your life was not in vain. I did not get any pain. I can go in for an Archer Queen here, and hopefully we can go and melt his Phoenix quite quickly. I would love to kill that Phoenix. He's going to go for a Skeleton Army. He has that in cycle, so I just tried to make a prediction with the log. I was able to get it down. Do I kill his Archer Queen counters? Let's go. I think the Archer Queen is able to get a shot on top of the Dark Goblin, too. Not enough for us to get too much value, but it's something. I'm going to Phoenix here. I think I did get that down fast enough. We're going to go for Goblins and protect the Miner. It didn't happen. I can Earthquake here on top of the rest of the mortar. Maybe get that down before he's able to get a shot off on us. And our Phoenix will be able to melt the Skeleton King, interestingly enough. That's awesome. So his champion just got yeeted and deleted, boy. Let's go. So maybe we can go in for Goblins again. I think we can catch the Miner this time. I'm believing. I'm going to log, and I should be able to kill the rest of the Phoenix Egg. Going for a Hog Rider. He doesn't have anything besides, like, a Fireball, so I think he's going to do that. If he goes in for a Mortar, that's too easy for us to kill with an Earthquake, so he's just consistently giving me chip damage on the tower. I'm going to go for Goblins again. This time I'm going to log on top of the Dark Goblin so it doesn't get a hit. And we don't have anything besides Earthquake for his potential Skeleton Army, so I think he's going to Skeleton Army and not know that I'm back to Earthquake. I think he's going to mess up. Yeah, that was so big that he did that, because I think we get a Hog Rider hit, and then we can guarantee that we're in a very good spot afterward. Wait, is he going to go in for a Mortar? Oh, yes, this is pretty nice, because we can go in for Archer Queen here, click the ability, shut everything down, and then log on top of all of his other stuff so the Dark Goblin doesn't ruin my game. The Ice Spirit is incredibly important. I can get Goblins down so the Phoenix locks onto that. And wait, this is a lot of damage for him. He's played this out of his mind to come back in this situation. Ooh, the Archer Queen got knocked to the other side, too. I'm not a huge fan of what just happened there. I'm going to Phoenix. I'm going to Hog Rider, so my Phoenix is going to stay alive a little bit longer. I'm going to log here. The Archer Queen staying alive is actually quite nice for us because we can get a cannon down and then make sure that the mortar doesn't lock onto our tower. It locks onto the cannon instead. I can then subsequently have the cannon hopefully kill the Phoenix Egg. Wait, that was huge! The Phoenix Egg didn't stay alive. That means that the Hog Rider is going to be able to get some damage, and the Goblin is getting tanked for. No way! Are you kidding me right now? This is awesome. I can just cycle a couple, no, I can just cycle an Earthquake and a Log and I win. Yeah, that's it. That's GG. I just beat someone way better than me again. This Hog Rider deck is truly the best Hog Rider deck in the game, as you guys can see. Even if you play against people better than you, I think that your deck just being stronger might carry you through. Taking a quick glance at Nicholas's profile, he's finished 200 and 600 in the world, and we just beat him. The best Hog Rider deck in Clash Royale just carried us on a 6-game win streak all the way to 7,276 trophies. To honor how good this deck is, we gotta change our banner to give some appreciation to the Hog Rider. While hammering all of our opponent's towers, he hammered his way right into my heart. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.